Good day. 7 characteristics of an entrepreneur, number 3. I'll say that again. 7 characteristics of an entrepreneur, number 3. And what number 3 is take risks. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you need to take risks. If it is something that you have dreamt about doing, which is being an entrepreneur, or you're already on the process of being an aspiring entrepreneur, or you're currently an entrepreneur, you at one point in time as a current entrepreneur had to take risks to get there. So point 3 is you must take risks. Without taking risks, how will you achieve what you want? If you are if you're honestly always taking things safe and not taking any risks, you're never going to achieve anything. Because part of taking risks is something called a mistake. Well, again, for those that know me, I don't really believe in mistakes. Why? Because mistakes, if they're challenged in your mindset and made into a life lesson, now they push you forward. A mistake holds you back. In most cases, people make mistakes and they don't continue to take risks. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you're not even trying to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you're just a person that, you've made some mistakes or you've fallen on your face and you just quit. You go into retreat mode and you're not willing to take risks anymore. And you just decide to live on that hamster wheel of life. And if that's what you like, fantastic. Continue to live that way. But for those of you that are watching and or listening to this, if you aspire to want to achieve great things, you need to be willing to take risk. It's not even just about being an entrepreneur. It's about life in general. Look how many people have accomplished degrees, right? Let's say it's a medical degree or it's a legal degree or whatever the case may be. It could be even like my daughter with her nursing degree. She had to step out on faith, realizing that it was going to be a lot of work. She had to be willing to take on some risk and decide that this is really what she wanted. She knew that she had some things that she would have to struggle through, like most of us that go to school, and she accomplished it. But along the way, she had to take on some risk. The risk of possibly not completing a class, the risk of graduating as the end result. The end result is she did graduate. She did complete all her classes. She did very well for herself, and now she's an RN. But if she was scared and never took on risk, can you imagine where she'd be today, right? Anybody that's been successful in life, entrepreneur or non-entrepreneur, has taken risk on. And that's what I'm telling you you need to do. It's okay to, temporarily have a hiccup, to make a mistake, to fail. It's what you do after the fact with that incident that happened, that you tripped, fell on your face, you made a mistake, whatever the case may be, you failed at something, you pick yourself up, you create that into a life lesson so that it doesn't happen again. And if it does happen again, hopefully every time that you have those challenges, you get a little bit better. You learn from the challenge prior. Because most successful people have taken on risk. And, what people don't want to admit is that person that they know that took on that risk has maybe, failed and tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and learned a little bit more every single time. Learned at who they could trust, associations they could go communicate with to help them continue to strive to be the best version of themselves. They learned. Maybe it was hundreds of times before they failed, before they succeeded, right? We fail. But what do we do after the fact with that failure, with that mistake? Do we learn from it? Do we launch and move forward, or do we retreat? Do we stick our head in the sand, right? So ask yourself, how bad do you want to aspire to get what you want out of life? And if that want is to be an entrepreneur, then you better be willing to take on some risk. You better be willing to seek out some guidance, some mentorship, some help, right? So bottom line, risk is important. This was number 3 of the 7 steps, right? 7 characteristics and things that you need to accomplish on the road and journey to being an entrepreneur. But many of these steps are that of life. It's not just being an entrepreneur. Maybe it's just a fact, again, you're trying to achieve things in life, like going to school, getting a degree, getting a diploma, whatever the case may be. Things that you want to achieve in life require risk. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I'm back on track. I'm back in my home city. Just got home here recently. And yeah, so looking forward to the new week coming up here, and had a restful holiday. Did a little bit of work on it, not a lot, but accomplished a ton of soul searching, I guess you would say, and realization of the path that I'm on and where I need to continue to push, where I need to, relax a little bit. It was a great, great thing. Again, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. God bless you all. Peace out. Take care of yourselves.